Hello and welcome to TTV. You're watching Midday Update. Muscat Marathon, Oman's biggest race, is back. More than 2.8 million people vaccinated against COVID-19 in the Sultanate. Drivers urged by the Royal Oman Police to exercise caution while passing near schools. South Hill Street will be temporarily closed. Justin Trudeau set to become Canada's Prime Minister for historic third time. 635,000 people displaced in Afghanistan this year, says UN. 25th Gulf Cup postponed until January 2023. These were the top headlines from a newsroom today. Let's see how the weather looks like in the Sultanate in our weather update. Now, parts of Oman may witness thunderstorms accompanied by downward wind, Oman Meteorology said earlier today. According to its daily weather forecast for today, it said that the weather will be partly cloudy to cloudy skies along the coastal areas of the DHOFAR governorate and the adjoining mountains, along with chances of isolated rainfall. There will be mainly clear skies over the rest of Oman, along with the chances of convective cloud formation and thunderstorms associated with fresh downward wind over Al Hajar Mountains and adjoining areas towards the afternoon and evening. There are also chances of late night to early morning low-level clouds or fog patches over the coastal areas of Arabian and Oman Sea. With that, let's see how the weather looks like in rest of the governorates. Muscat will be partly cloudy with temperatures between 31 to 35 degrees Celsius. MUSANDAM will also be partly cloudy with temperatures between 31 to 36 degrees Celsius. North Al Batna will also be partly cloudy with temperatures between 29 to 35 degrees Celsius. South Al Batna will be sunny with temperatures between 27 to 28 degrees Celsius. Al Buremi will also be sunny with temperatures between 25 to 40 degrees Celsius. Ad Dahra will also be sunny with temperatures between 27 to 40 degrees Celsius. Ad Dakhliya will be partly cloudy with temperatures between 24 to 37 degrees Celsius. North Al-Sharqiya will also be partly cloudy with temperatures between 24 to 40 degrees Celsius. South Al-Sharqiya will also be partly cloudy with temperatures between 28 to 35 degrees Celsius. Al-Wusta will also be partly cloudy with temperatures between 23 to 40 degrees Celsius. Lastly, DHOFAR will be cloudy with temperatures between 26 to 30 degrees Celsius.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to TTV, watching Midday Update. Now, before we get into the details of the local stories for today, let's see the COVID update for Oman. According to Ministry of Health, no registration of deaths have been registered in the Sultanate today. With this, the total deaths remain 4,993. In addition to that, the Ministry of Health has also registered 31 cases in Oman today. With that, the total confirmed cases in Oman now stands at 303,490, as well as total recoveries of 294,354, including 4,093 of total deaths. In the past 24 hours, the health officials have also received 397 recoveries. The Ministry of Health has urged all the citizens and residents living in the Sultanate to follow the precautionary measures issued by the Supreme Committee and the Ministry of Health. Now, earlier today, we had the opportunity to be attending one of the most anticipated races that is coming back to the Sultanate next year. Yes, I'm talking about Muscat Marathon. To get to know more about the details, we had the opportunity to talk to the official organizers of the most anticipated races, which is one of the biggest events that people look forward to in the Sultanate. So let's see what they had to say. Thank you so much, Asif, for joining us today. First of all, a huge congratulations to you all that Muscat Marathon is finally back on track. How do you feel about it?
I feel very excited because it stopped for a year due to the obvious reasons for sure. And we're very excited. People have been looking to do something different.
Right.
And hopefully this will be their chance.
Yes, yes, we all are extremely excited because, of course, Muscat Marathon is one of the biggest races in the Sultanate, and it drives a lot of people, not just from Oman or the GCC region, but across the globe. I remember that you mentioned earlier in the press conference that last time you had about 10,000 participation and nationalities from about 100 different countries. What do you think it's going to be like this year?
So this year, it's I see two things basically. Some people will be wary, of course, because of still pandemic is still there, but Oman, of course, is on the road to recovery. At the same time, is that some people are eager to get back to running or doing any source of an activity, basically physical activity. So we'll see how it goes. But I think a lot of my friends would like to join and just get back to running.
Absolutely. Talking about joining Asim, can you tell our viewers when exactly can they register for the marathon and what are the categories? When is it really going to happen?
It's going to be on the 11th and 12th of February next year. Registration is open today through muscatmarathon.om. People can just go there and select their distances, which are, the bigger distances are the marathon, which is 42K, half marathon 21K, and then the 10K, which is a favorite to people here in Oman. And then the next day will be 5K, an easier race, as well as the kids races.
Right. Are you hoping that you are going to break the record of 10,000 participation in the next year as well?
I would hope so, yeah. I hope we do. I think, as I said, some people are excited to go back to doing some physical activity, get healthy, and so I'm sure we can reach it.
Thank you so much, Asim.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today.
A pleasure.
Wishing you all the best for the upcoming marathon, and of course starting my conversation with a huge congratulations because Muscat Marathon is finally back. Oman's biggest race is finally back next year. How do you feel about it?
Very excited, enthused. I think it's a signal not just to people involved with the marathon, people here today, but I think it's a big signal to the community and to the region, to say that life is coming back to normal. Oman is recovering, and we are really excited to have a successful event this coming year.
Sir, talking about the marathon, we all understand that we are still amid the COVID wave in the Sultanate, not just in the Sultanate, but across the world. How challenging do you think would be to accommodate the participants and as well as the citizen residents in the country?
Well, first of all, I just want to impress on our commitment. The health and safety of everyone is of top priority. Given this pandemic and given how we've all had to adjust and change our lives, I think we can never be too careful. We don't want to regress. We want to move forward. So we want to work and double our efforts in ensuring that we meet all the guidelines. We want to improve upon those guidelines if we can, so that people feel safe to bring their families and their children. This is supposed to be a fun event.
Right.
It's a spirit of community, spirit of sport, spirit of friendship and love. These are the driving kind of noble elements, and we want to make sure that we meet those and not have to worry about the pandemic. So we will do everything in our power to ensure that everyone participates in a safe environment. It is obviously a challenge, but it's a challenge we're up to, and I think we can tackle it head on. Hopefully, with the vaccination drive that's continuing in Oman and across the world, with the social distancing measures, we can bring this pandemic to a level where it's manageable, where it's controllable. We all get sick every now and then, you know. I mean, I'm one of those people who catches the flu almost every year, you know. I want to get to that time where we can, say that we can look past COVID and we can get back to living life, you know. So
Absolutely.
let's get healthy. We need to get healthy. You know, sitting at home also was not necessarily the best of solutions, but of course we have no choice. I mean, that's the way we could have overcome this time. But I think everyone's looking forward to some activity, to some healthy lifestyle again, and we look forward to welcoming them all at the Muscat Marathon.
Right. My last question for you, sir, is that are you planning to participate in Muscat Marathon?
I am definitely going to be a spectator. No, but yes, I will. I think I'm going to actually encourage my children as well. My eldest son actually has been participating in the last few editions, so I think he's going to shame me if I don't this year. So yes, I will be participating, inshallah.
Well, then I'll see you on the Muscat
We'll
Marathon.
see you there.
day.
We'll see you there.
Definitely.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you so much, Asif, for. Well, that was the official organizers for Muscat Marathon. Now continuing with the local stories for today. As many as 2,810,262 people have been vaccinated against COVID-19 in Oman with at least the first jab since launching of the national immunization campaign till yesterday, which was Sunday, September 19, reaching 80% of the target segment. The number of those who received 2 jabs of the COVID-19 vaccine stood at 1,826,224, comprising 52%. The total number of administered doses stood at 4,636,486. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Health continues vaccinating target segments against COVID-19 in all governorates of the Sultanate as vaccination centers witness a good daily turnout. Death rate due to COVID-19 has decreased by more than 70% last week, said the Government Communications Center. The percentage of recoveries decreased to 13% as well. The rate of inpatients at intensive care units has reduced by 15% and the inpatients at health institutions by 5%. For the period of September 12 to September 18, the rate of immunization with COVID-19 vaccine has risen by 3.3%. For the third consecutive day on Monday, Oman recorded 0 deaths due to COVID-19 in the past 24 hours, making it to 4th consecutive day today as no deaths were recorded in the Sultanate. The Royal Oman Police has urged all drivers to slow down and take more care and caution while passing through school areas where students would be crossing. On the occasion of the start of the new school year, Brigadier Engineer Mohammed bin Awad Al Rawas, Director General of Traffic, said that the Royal Oman Police is keen to ensure the flow of traffic on all roads, especially those leading and close to schools, stressing the importance of all drivers to slow down and be cautious while passing through school areas. Al-Rawas stressed the continuation of coordination, cooperation and joint work between the Royal Oman Police and the Ministry of Education in achieving the safety of students through the provision and use of effective means that enhances the concept of traffic culture among students and the use of the latest methods to establish traffic awareness. In addition to that, the activities, events and programs in school community have been increased, reinforced with materials and courses taught and applied in practice to instill the concept of traffic safety in order to create a generation that is committed to traffic rules and regulations. The Director General of Traffic stated that the ROP will be securing the traffic on the roads in the Sultanate by intensifying traffic patrols and monitoring movement in front of schools, in addition to regulating traffic at roundabouts and intersections where traffic congestion abounds while transporting students to and from schools. South Al Hale Street will be closed temporarily for maintenance work from Wednesday, September 22, 2021, Muscat Municipality announced earlier today. According to the statement issued by Muscat Municipality, it said that Muscat Municipality, in cooperation with the Royal Oman Police, will partially close South Al Hale Street Souk area from Wednesday, September 22nd for maintenance and repair of the street. Muscat Municipality added that we ask everyone to be careful and follow the traffic instructions provided on the official site. This was all from a local desk for today. It's time for us to take a quick commercial break, but stay tuned as we have more updates coming your way from International Desk.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to TTV, you're watching Midday Update. And now from our international desk. Justin Trudeau is poised for a third term as Canada's Prime Minister, reported Canadian broadcasters who projected a win for his Liberal Party in Monday's elections. Trudeau, who was in power from 2015, has now won 3 general elections in less than 6 years. According to New York Times, many voters are still in line casting ballots, perhaps for several more hours. It is unclear whether Trudeau's Liberal Party would regain a majority in Parliament. Canada has multiple time zones, and accordingly, the polling stations closed at staggered times on Monday evening. Trudeau, 49, won Pepino, Quebec, according to state broadcaster CBC. Citing projections by various outlets, CTV News, Global News, and CBC, Sputnik reported that the Liberals will win Monday's election, although it remains to be seen whether this will be a minority or majority mandate. Sputnik further reported that the Liberals currently lead in 141 ridings, mostly across the country, leading the Conservatives, who are ahead in 99 ridings, and the Bloc Québécois, which has the lead in 25 of Quebec's electoral districts and 5% of the votes counted. Trudeau's party currently commands 37.5% of support, followed by the Tories with 34.0% and the New Democrats at 16.2%. All 338 of Canada's House of Commons seats are up for grabs, with the winner of the election declared based on a contentious first-past-the-post system where candidates with the highest number of votes win without any further runoff ballots. At least 170 seats are needed to form a majority government, although most projections currently point to a minority government. United Nations humanitarians said on Monday that 635,000 people in Afghanistan were routed from their homes this year because of violence, with more than 12,000 recently displaced in Kabul, mainly from Panjshir province. The World Organization and its partners have reached 8 million people in the first half of 2021, the UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, commonly known as OCHA, said in a release. Some 1,300 displaced people in Kabul are about to receive aid. The office said the UN Refugee Agency and the International Organization of Migration handed out relief to more than 9,300 people displaced by the violence in Kunar province. The World Food Programme will distribute food rations for the lean months of October to January of next year, OCHA said, reaching hundreds of thousands of vulnerable people. Some 63,000 people in Maidan Wardak province are to receive food aid. Healthcare is also a priority in the humanitarian response. A measles outbreak in the Yawan and Ragistan districts of Badakhshan province impacted at least 29 children, the office said. The World Health Organization aided Nimros Provincial Hospital to install a new polymerase chain reaction with a capacity of 70 to 90 tests per day, OCHA said. It allows for significantly increased coronavirus testing. Once again, it's time for a quick commercial break, but stay tuned for more updates from a sports desk.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to TTV, and now from our sports desk. The upcoming Arabian Gulf Cup, which was scheduled to begin in December 2021, has been postponed until January 2023. The 25th edition of the tournament was originally slated to begin in the Iraqi capital of Basra in December this year and run into January 2022, but the Arab Gulf Cup Football Federation decided otherwise. The decision has made at an extraordinary meeting of the organization's General Assembly led by Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani, the body's president, and the heads of the Football Association of the Gulf countries. In a statement, according to Jassim Al-Rumehi, the Secretary General of the Federation, it said that the Extraordinary General Assembly decided to postpone the 25th Gulf Cup because the Gulf teams have a packed calendar and they will be participating in many international and continental competitions during that time. Iraq had completed 6 months ago all preparations to host the Gulf Cup in accordance with our regulations and standards, he further said. During the meeting, discussions were also held over naming the host for the 26th edition of the tournament, which has been penciled in for December 2023 and January 2024. At the meeting, the presidency of Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa bin Ahmad Al Thani was also extended until May 2023. During this meeting, Salim bin Said Al Wahabi of the Oman Football Association was named vice president of the federation. The Gulf Cup is normally held every 2 years and features 8 teams, the 6 countries of the GCC, which includes Oman, Bahrain, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the UAE, as well as Yemen and Iraq. Kuwait is the most successful team in the history of the Gulf Cup, first held in 1970, having won the tournament 10 times. Saudi Arabia, Iraq, and Qatar have all won it thrice, while both the UAE and Oman have each lifted the trophy on 2 occasions. With this news, we have come to the end of the episode for today, but stay tuned as we'll be coming back again tomorrow with more updates and latest news your way. Keep watching TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.